What up, man? It's your boy coming at you with another video. I'm going to attempt my first reaction video. You know, I gotta remember to look at the camera because it's up there, not down here, over there like it usually is. Anyway, man, it's your boy MrMelvinnTV coming back at you. Trying to get this reaction thing going, you know what I'm saying? This is the premise of the reaction. It's this guy, he's talking to a woman that he's interested in wanting to marry. You know, he want to move her in and all that, so we're going to react to this video. It's not going to be short like my usual video. It's going to be kind of lengthy. Matter of fact, let me move myself somewhere. I'll put myself down here where this guy's suit jacket is. That'll work. So I'll be down here in the corner. I will go over here, but I might be blocking her face. Let's see. Oh no, she good. Alright, yeah, we good. I'm going to hang out up here at the top. So we're going to go ahead and get the video started. Hope everybody having a nice day so far. Hope I don't have too much glare on these glasses because of the lights. But you know, it is what it is. Let's get it. So how was your trip?
It was great.
Fantastic.
So good to see you.
Good to see you too. So, that's so precious. Let's go ahead and get into it. Look, I wanted to talk to you about something today.
Okay.
So we've been dating for 6 months.
Yes.
And a little bit of long distance dating. I don't see you as often as I'd like, right? We've been talking about moving in together. I'm thinking we could do that and really focus on our relationship so we can get focused on our next move, which would be ultimately marriage. And okay, the brother sounds like he's a good, well-spoken brother. You know, he's straight up with her for what he want to do, what her intentions is for her. So let's go ahead and follow a little bit closer and see what else is going on. Creating our own family together. You know what I mean? I just wanted to see what you thought about that. Just moving forward in our relationship.
I'm actually really in that same headspace. It makes me happy to hear that we're on the same page.
Good. Okay, she's with it. She's willing to move in with the cat. You know, she's willing to give her place up and move in, and they can live and stuff. Let's see how far this goes. Let's see. Let's go.
I'm excited.
So I'm talking about doing this, making this move anywhere between the next month or so. I don't know if you were to where you can get out of your lease. I know as of right now you're covering all of your own personal bills, everything that from that. I don't know how soon you can get out of your lease or whatever. I'm hoping that you can move in with me, get a little closer to me. And of course you'll be bringing your child. And I believe living with me. So she's already bringing a child into the situation, into the relationship. But like a lot of women like to tell you, you know, the kid is a package deal, which is, to me, it has always been stupid for women to say that. If you with the guy, of course the kid's gonna be there. What if dudes just came out and said, well, you know, if you be with me, I got a kid, it's gonna be a package deal. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be a mommy. I want you to be a mommy. Yeah, you gotta be a mother straight out the bat. No, men don't talk like that. That don't happen. But anyway, let's get to it. Would actually help you out a lot financially as well, because right now you're covering all those bills. And with me, I would only ask that you cover, you know, a percentage of the rent. Notice the pause in her face. That dude just laid out everything. He basically saying, hey, I'll take care of everything else. You just got to pay a small portion of the rent. Look at her face. It was all good when she thought he was going to pay everything. Let's go. Let's see.
A percentage?
Sure. A percentage? Like she insulted. She living by herself now, paying everything. And she can't pay a little piece of rent. The entitlement, boy, I tell you. Let's get it. Percentage of the rent. When you paying, think about it, you're paying all your bills now, so you're paying all of your rent, you're paying your lights, you're paying your water, you're paying for your food bill, all that. What I would require is just a portion of the rent. Okay. And that brother not asking for much. Hey, you moving in with me, you're gonna be able to stack some bread. I just want you to pay a portion of the rent. That's it. Now, if it's rent $3,000 or $4,000, like, hey, hold up, brother. So I'm sure his rent is not that expensive. And like, she just have a problem with paying a small percentage of the rent. She want to pay everything, I guess. Let's see.
Okay. Now, I'm not trying to offend, but I kind of took you for the chivalrous, I provide kind of guy.
Look at this. It was all good when she thought he was going to pay everything once again. When he asking for a little piece of rent, he didn't ask her for nothing else. He's going to cover everything else. And she don't want to pay the rent. This is crazy. The entitlement, bro. I don't understand it. Anyway, let's get it.
Sure. I am that type of guy. Very traditional. Want to be very traditional, but that's typically if I'm getting into a relationship with a traditional type person. Then that you already do have a child. I don't have a child. I know that.
And this is usually the case a lot of times when they meet these nice guys like this. It seems like he got himself together. I don't know the brother's business. But usually these guys don't have kids. And women always show up with kids. And want you to automatically just be a stepdaddy. Hey. I don't know. Let's get it.
That you and the father work well together to take care of your child, but that won't be my child. So I won't really truly be able to raise that child in the way I would like to. And my program being it's not my child, I know you wouldn't allow that because you're already raising your child. And if
he keeping the 1,000 with her, he keeping the 1,000. See, this is what a lot of guys need to do, man. When you meet these women, you got to tell them what's up front. Give them a chance to see if they want to deal with you or not. He keeping the 1,000 with her. Hey, look, man, you got a kid. It's not my kid. Why should I have to pay for a kid that's not my kid when the baby's father is still there? What he's saying makes 100% sense to me. I know people are like, oh, now if he with her, he got to take care of the kid too. No, the hell he don't. No, that's not his child. At the end of the day, it's not. She can walk away at any time. He'll never see that kid again. Or he can get up and walk away. And, now the kid hurt and all that, whatever the case may be. So, hey, he's not obligated to pay. Let's get it.
If we don't work out, then I know you're going to take your child with you. So I don't want to be sparing all the expenses for your
See, I just said that.
child before we get married. Right now I want to move in. I want you to move in with me so we can really focus on our relationship. But I want you to handle the financial burden or toll of your child, if that makes sense to you.
Now,
judging from her face, she really has a problem with what he's saying. And logically, what he's saying makes absolute sense. I want to move you in. You pay a little bit of rent. I'm not asking you for a whole lot, but I want you to be responsible for your kid. Financially, I don't want to be responsible for your kid. I don't want to do that because at the end of the day, it's not my kid. And so you get up and bounce whenever you feel like I never see the kid again. Never see the kid again. And just to share a quick story with you, I always have a story because I, live life. Just like most people that's watching this video live life. I've been in situations to where, okay, I was a stepfather, whatever the case may be. Now I come from a background to where my last name is my stepfather's last name. That's not that's not the name I was born with. It was changed later because he married my mom, adopted me when I was 3, and he gave me his last name. I was already around. But at the time, my mom had my sister and me, so we were already there. We married her, and we all got his last name. So stepdads, back then it was a whole different time. Cats not moving like that, how the older guys moved back then, because cats don't want that responsibility because it's not their kid. They've been burnt too many times. Because as soon as the relationship is over, you can't see the kids no more. Then you done put in all this time. Like for me, for instance, I was in a 5-year relationship. When I met this lady back in Seattle, her son was like 2. So add 5 years with that, now he's 7. Calling me dad and everything. It was crazy. But the minute we broke up, I couldn't see him no more. So all the PTAs, all the homes I stayed home sick with him, all the football practices I took him to, all that stuff just went out the window. It's just like I never did it. Never done anything. I pretty much did it in vain. Then I asked her, I said, hey, look, okay, me and you over, I get it, no problem. But can I still see, little man? And she told me this, straight up. Well, I don't know why you want to see him anyway. It's not like he your kid. I'm like, okay. That hurt, but it was a life lesson. I was like, you know what? I'm not doing the whole stepdad thing no more, because, this is how I could potentially end. Let's get it.
I guess I'm just a little taken back by it. Now, I'm not going to say that, I guess there are people that feel the same, I would imagine. But I had my child young, and you already know that. And I wasn't careless after I had my child. And she's a good kid, beyond a good kid. Not to mention, I know
It doesn't matter if the kid is good or not. What the brother is saying is this: I don't want to be financially responsible for your kid. Now, we get married or something like that, okay, we can talk about that. But baby dad's still over here. That's his job. Let's get it.
I am a good woman. So to think that me having that child young and changing my life would, in a sense, devalue me to where now.
First off, the brother never said you was devalued. Just be pulling crap out of the sky. He never said that.
Because of my daughter, I'm expected to contribute a portion, as opposed to if she wasn't here.
Sure, I can completely understand that. I guess, and I understand all of that too. Your child is not a bad thing that's happened to you. It's probably one of the most amazing things that's happened to you.
Absolutely.
And obviously to the child's father as well. You said you guys.
So I'm glad he mentioned the child's father. Let's go.
Take good care of the child.
Absolutely.
Okay, and I respect that. Young, when you had the child. Other than that, you are very traditional. You have really been celibate and all that kind of stuff. So that's all.
See, that whole celibate nonsense, I don't know. When the brother tell me she's celibate, I just be like, so you celibate after having all those kids? So now you don't want to get nobody, no nothing. Now you just want to be celibate. What are you waiting for? I mean, everybody else got it. Why I gotta wait? Celibate. Let's go.
Amazing. I definitely see value in you, but you have to think. For me as a man, I'm trying to build something here, and up until this point, I haven't actually gotten to meet your beautiful child, and I know that it's because you don't want just men meeting your child
as you shouldn't. I agree with her about doing that. You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't be just women. You guys shouldn't just be introducing strange dudes to your children. You don't know how long you're going to be with them. You don't know if it's going to be serious. You got guys in and out. You sitting there telling them that's your uncle. That's not that kid's uncle. He ain't got that many uncles. Yeah, I like how she did it. You just don't want to introduce any kind of guy to your kids, especially when you have small kids, because you just never know how that may turn out.
Until it's serious, and that's all respect. But I know that if you move in, I'll obviously get to your child, and I'll be a great father figure to your child, willing to do that, absolutely. But I'm saying in the beginning, I want to until we get married, I want you to cover that portion, because if it does not work out and we don't get to make it to marriage, I don't want to have invested my funds into a child that's not mine. So just trying to think.
What he said made sense. What he said made sense. Makes a lot of sense. Makes sense to me. Hey, let's go.
From a man's point of view, is your child is a beautiful child, I'm sure of it, a great child, I'm sure of it, but it's not my child, it's your child. And I'll definitely be there to guide your child, or be whoever I need to be in your child's life if you move in with me. But if we get married, of course, I'm accepting your child as my own, and that's what marriage would mean. But
man, he is keeping it 1,000 with her. I mean, he's looking her dead in her eyes. He's serious. He's explaining his plan for her. He letting her know what he wants to happen. He's not sitting there lying. He's not doing none of that. He's keeping it 1 million with her. And unfortunately, a lot of ladies so accustomed to being lied to, when they meet a guy like this, it's like he's the bad guy because he's telling her the truth. They don't want the truth. They want to be lied to. I'm a princess. I'm the only one you're going to be with. All this blah, blah, blah. Just nonsense. This dude keeping it 1 million with her. I respect that. A lot of guys should do that. Keep it 100 with women, man. The ones that don't like it, the ones that's accustomed to the lie, okay, they're going to spare themselves out and do something else. But the ones who embrace the truth, man, they're going to be like, you know what? I'm really feeling him. Man, he sat me down and just talked to me, man. I mean, he just kept it real with me. What he had planned for me and what he wanted, what he expected out of me. See, that's a lot of problems right there, too. A lot of ladies today don't like guys like this because he's going to hold you to a standard. And today, unfortunately, I know a lot of women going to get mad about this, but today's modern woman don't want to be held to no damn standards. They don't want no accountability, no nothing. And the minute you stand up and try to say something about it, they're like, well, the men do it too. Blah, blah, blah. What about the men? Deflecting and moving the goalposts. Let's go.
And until then, I want to be able to still stack my funds and use them towards my planning goals in life. And if you didn't have a child now, then yeah, absolutely, you would be able to come in and I would cover all expenses. But because you don't have a child, then you know we have to. I would prefer you to be responsible for that burden. I'm sure.
Again, he kept it 1,000 with her. Kept it 1,000 with her. And I like her demeanor, even though she's not really agreeing with what he's talking about right now. She's sitting there to hear him out. She's not flashing on him or getting loud and getting crazy about it. And all this package deal talking, all this nonsense. You know, she's actually sitting there listening to the brother talk, which is good. It's called rapport, trying to build some rapport with each other. Communication, that's the key right there. You have to be able to talk to each other. Not like how she's sitting there, she's taking it in, whether she like it or not. She's still sitting there being cordial, not causing a scene, not getting loud and belligerent. She's, you know, she letting the brother talk. Okay, let's get it.
Doing now, you still probably get help from that husband. I mean, from the person, from the guy you had the child with. I'm sure, because you said he helps out with your child, so I'm sure he'll be still providing you financial aid. And
brother said financial aid, but I get what he's saying though. But like the other dude is still in the picture. They had a small kid, so of course he's going to be there, and dude have to explain his case, and he's doing a very good job explaining what he's expecting out of her. Hey, I ain't no problem with it.
Consider this, you'll be living with me, so you won't have all those bills that you did have, and you'll still be requiring him to give you what you're expecting from him. So if I do that too, then you essentially have two men taking care of your child. He's going to always be their father while I...
See, and that's what a lot of ladies want. They want you to do the whole stepdad thing, then they still getting bread over here from the baby's dad. This thing is bugging out. What's going on? It's just doing what it wants to do. Anyway, I'll just keep Xing it out. Like I said, this is the very first reactionary video I've ever done, so it looks like it's going to be some bugs in the system, but we'll get it done. We'll get it out. All right, let's get it.
I may not always be. I'm very interested in you. I want to take this seriously with you, but that's just how that's how I want to move going into this. I'm hoping that you can understand that.
Okay, so let's say this is...
one more thing, think about this. I'll have to share you with him. Okay, like you said you guys meet up.
See, a lot of guys don't even say this to women. You got a baby's dad. You guys still have small children. For the women whose kids grown and gone, you guys don't count. I'm not talking to you. Or you got teenagers that's like 18, 19. I'm not talking to you either. You got small kids, 10 and under. What he just said was real. I'm gonna have to share you with this guy. It may not be on a, y'all may not be having sex, but at the same time, I have to share you because you're giving him your time. Because you guys are meeting up to do things with the kid. That means you're giving the other guy your time. And dude threw it out there. You know, a lot of guys won't say this. That's why I say this dude keeping it 1,000, man.
Up twice a month to spend time with your child. That's not something typically I would normally deal with. A woman having a male person outside of me, but I know that's your child's father. He's going to be in your life, and so I have to share you with him while it may not be intimate.
Yeah, see, I just said that. You're gonna have to, you know, he's telling the truth. He's gonna have to share her. Like I said, it may not be on an intimate level, but at the same time, you're still sharing her with the other guy. Or if you want to flip it around, and let's say as a guy, he got a small kid, and as a woman interested in him, and he meet his baby's mom, I don't know, once or twice a month, two, 3 times a month, and they go take the baby to, I don't know, Chuck E. Cheese or whatever they got in your area that's fun, Dave and Buster like. And they go take the kid there or take the kid to the zoo or just wherever. You as the other woman gonna be like, well, hold on, why they hanging out together like that? Most women not gonna like that. They don't want their man hanging out with their baby mama. They just don't. Because we all know this, fellas, you know it too, you can't deny it. Most guys can still sleep with their baby mama. No, they can't. So, boy, I hate him, I never give him none. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I was about to say something, never mind. Anyway, let's get back to the video, man.
I have to share you with them, and also your child. I have to share you with your child. When your child needs you, I won't be able to have you. That's not my child that you will be going to aid of. That'll be your child. You see what I'm saying? So I won't. While I see value in you, I don't get all of you as I would get with a woman who did not have any children, and we could have our own child together and have our own program together. But right now, we can't move and travel the world like we'd like to without you consulting with their father, which respect. I absolutely understand that.
What he said was real again. You gotta, it's called expectations. We can't expect to be able to do these things when there's a kid here. You have to be realistic. You gotta get this word called delusion and take it and boot it out, because a lot of people be delusional. They think they can do all these moves, you know, kids and stuff. You know, kids are work. You have to get them situated. Financial, they cost money. We all know kids cost money. You know? So man, this dude, man, I like this guy, man. I like him because he keeping it 1,000 with it. And I like that. A lot of guys should do this, but a lot of guys gonna lie to you just to get some kitty cat. And once they get the kitty cat a few times, you know, it's like they just lose interest. You know, nowadays we call that getting pumped and dumped.
You see what I'm saying? But because you are bringing a child into this relationship, that responsibility I believe that you should carry to cover those expenses. I'm not asking you to pay, you know, the water bill and things like that, but I'm just saying cover the living expense of your child, what it would be like for room and board, so to speak.
What he telling us is real. It look like she's trying to buy into it a little bit, but everything in her modern day woman mind is telling her to rebel against it. I don't want to say nothing. I just want to come in your crib and just live like a queen and not have to do anything. Yes, not anything financial. They asked her to pay this little piece of rent, and she tried to throw the kid in there, but he finessed that too. Like, hey, look, kid can be there, no problem. I just don't want to be financially responsible. Now, we get married or something, okay, things change. We can do that. But at the same time, you still got baby's dad over here that you're getting bread from him, which is fine. You can take that bread and do something else. Well, you can save it. You know, just in case, I mean, anything can come up. They may break up or something. At least you got some bread stacked up, you know?
I have to admit, my mind is like going everywhere.
I'm sure it is. Like I just said, that's a modern day woman that's trying to get you to rebel. Oh, girl, don't listen to that bill and shit. You want to pay everything. I don't want to pay nothing. I'm not going to pay for my kid. I want the baby's dad money, and I want his money. Now, what's up?
Just taking it in. Now you say this is to work your way up to marriage.
Sure.
What is your idea of a decent time frame before you are convinced that this is somebody that you want to marry? Because
okay, time frame. That's funny. I like how she worded that. Most guys will fall into the trap. Most guys will fall into the trap, but I think this guy here is articulate enough. You know, this brother, he's on it. You know, so let's see how he responds. Let's see.
it's coming from my position, even though all of the risk that you say, it makes sense. there's a substantial amount of risk that I'm taking. And even more so because I have a child. So I am introducing you to my child. I am bringing my child into your life for you.
That's understandable. I can do what she's saying right there. Yeah, she is bringing the child into his life. You know, and hopefully he's a good brother. He won't, you know, do anything to the kid weird. You know what I mean? Or be hella mean to the kid, or you know, just trying to spank the kid for no reason. So I can dig what she's talking about.
Now to be an influence on my child.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. I don't think so. Thank you.
And hopefully taking your last name and then some. And while I can understand all of the risk,
He done drank that tea like 8 times. It ain't went nowhere. He done sipped that tea about 20 times. And it's still full. What are you taking, like baby shit? This guy, I just noticed that. All right, let's go.
I guess I don't understand how me uprooting not only myself but my child should simultaneously cost me.
See, I see it as a game because you are going to save so much in your income, but at the same time,
Yeah, she winning. She winning, but still complaining. We're still trying to find a way not to go win. Get out your own way, sister. Get out your own way, man. You got a brother that's trying to help you stack some bread. He only asking you to pay a little bit of rent, be responsible for your own kid. You're getting money from the other dude anyway. Yeah, like he asking you for the world. He only asks you for a small percentage. But like I said, that's that entitlement. That's the entitlement. Because all the women out here looking for the damn bag. I gotta have a man with a bag. Hold on, how y'all go from being strong and independent, not needing a man, to you want a man with a bag? That's just whatever. I'm strong and independent. I don't need no man. I'm looking for a man with a bag. Okay, which hand? Oh, okay. Silly.
I do understand what you're saying. We are, you know, going to be intimate, and we're not technically married. You, that's another body count, and things of that nature. What I will say,
Body count. I like how he threw that out there. He says, be intimate, that's going to be another body count on you. Yes. Ask a woman today her body count. She's going to get mad as hell at you, boy. What's your body count? She's like, what's yours? No, you can't answer my question with a question. What's your damn body count? She ain't going to answer it. Oh, no. You have some that actually can answer it. Most can't answer it. Most won't answer it because they can't. Hell, they don't know, they lost count.
it's because I'm so serious about you. If you were to get pregnant during that time, I would want to go ahead and move to marriage before our baby got here.
What he said is commendable. I get it. That's commendable, man. He want to just go, just in case they start messing around once you move in. Well, not just in case, but when they start messing around once you move in. If she happen to get pregnant, he's like, hey, we can take the marriage into the express lane and just hurry up and get it in. Look like they're in another country. I'm not really sure. Maybe he flew her out to where he's from. I mean, they both speaking good English, so I'm not sure if they're in a foreign country or somewhere here in the U.S. I have no idea.
Because I'm very traditional. However, if you did not get pregnant, everything goes well, I would like to marry inside of at least about 6 to 8 months. So I don't.
That's a nice window. Hell, I wouldn't marry nobody in 6 to 8 months. I need to see who the hell I'm with. And the best way to find out who you with is to do what? Move in with them. Because you got your own place, he got his own place, she got her own place. You really don't know who this person is yet. You won't know until you move in with them and then wake up every morning on some weird stuff like you gotta see if you can tolerate that. Like, I gotta wake up to this crap every morning. I don't know about all that, man. Or you got a dude or like you gotta see if you can lay next to that person every night. You like, he messing my sleep up. Best way to get to know somebody is move in with them first. I definitely would tell anyone, if you're getting ready to marry someone, please move in with them and give it like a year. You guys can still tolerate each other after a year. Go ahead and proceed. But sometimes within that year, things fall apart. But sometimes within a year, things grow even bigger. So, neither here or there. Let's go.
I don't believe it takes a man a long time to find a good wife, to find a woman to spend the rest of his life with. I truly already believe. I mean, I'm not saying it can't be sooner. You know what I mean? I definitely want you to feel secure. I want you to know that you're going to have what you need. You know what I mean? But I look at it like the money that you'll save, you'll be able to put that money to the side, save that money up in case anything were to go wrong, and then you'll have, you know, a nest egg essentially, because you're only going to pay a fraction of what you pay now. But I just can't see myself covering all of the expenses, being that there is a child that you're bringing in and you are getting aid and financial aid from someone else.
Financial aid, that still cracks me up. I never heard a brother say that before. I only heard somebody talk about financial aid in college. So tell me, technically that's what it is. It's financial and it's aid. Hell, it's helping her. So technically it is financial aid. It's just different hearing it in this context.
I feel like if that financial toll could actually be on him, whatever he's giving you per month, maybe that's what you pay as far as the child.
So take the money the man giving her, and she get the money to him. That'll be her portion. And whatever she's making on her own, she get to keep all that. Hey, not bad. Just depending on how much you're asking her for every month. You say a fraction, that's not much. But I know there's some big ass fractions out there too.
With me. I mean, I know you're not wanting to have him keep the child. Keep your child.
No.
So I'm saying I definitely want to get to know your child. I don't have a problem with loving your child at all. But in the beginning, I want to protect myself as well. You know, I'm sure that's.
Man, this guy here, man, a lot of guys don't keep it real like this. He keeping it 1,000. 1,000, 1 million, whatever. Let's go.
Probably not something that, like you said, is easy to hear. You know, a lot of men will say that a woman don't have value because she has a child. I don't believe that. You know, but I do believe that there's a difference though between a woman who has a child and one that doesn't. And so I believe a woman who does.
There's a huge difference. Definitely a huge difference. You meet a woman who got kids versus a woman who don't have any. You got a woman that don't have no kids. Y'all can move around and do what you like, pretty much. You gotta go get no babysitter. You ain't gotta be back on this certain nigga. You gotta pick your kid up for this certain time. Yeah, life is different when a woman don't have a kid.
Have a child needs to understand, you know, what life will look like for a woman who has a child. You know, you're just not a woman that doesn't have a child anymore. You know, it doesn't mean that you're not of value to the man you had the child with. You're absolutely valuable. You know, you're who created that. Who he created that magic with, and he'll probably always protect you and have your best interest in heart because of that child. But to another man, he has to build that with you, and you've already, you know.
And the dude, this is just real talk to me. I don't know about the rest of you guys who listening to this, but he keeping it 1,000 with a dude. That's hey. And I like the fact how he just staring at her. He not looking all out in space. You know, he ain't scratching the back of his head because he lying. You know, or whatever. You know, sometimes people do that when they lie a lot. Just whatever. There's not no nervous tics. He just talking to her like a man, straight up. Straight up. Hey, you can either take it or leave it alone.
Or build that with somebody else. That doesn't keep you from building it with me, but I want to build that with you. So hopefully we can. I want you to let me know. Maybe you don't decide today.
Well, I can tell you that I definitely wasn't expecting this to be the conversation, and
Of course you wasn't expecting it. You expect for him to ask you to move in and he pays for everything and then take care of your kid at the same time while you still get all the money from your job and the money from your baby daddy, and you can live out in the hall and go buy all them stupid Birkin bags and Fendi and Prada and Balenciaga and all this other frivolous nonsense. That's what you thought. Pump the brakes on it though. But still, he ain't asking for a whole lot. Take care of your own kid, you and your baby's dad, and a fraction of rent. That's it. That's it. That's nothing. Nothing.
I need some time to think, because as much as you are traditional, so am I, and I truly have a little bit of difficulty digesting.
She traditional. I wanted that she know how to cook. Well, she can cook anything. That's what I be wanting to know. Because I know to women today don't like cooking nothing. Can't make you a sandwich. What kind of women you be hanging out with? Because I be cooking. They always trying to generalize all the women. He must hate women.
I think that my child makes the difference in my access to a traditional life. And I don't know how I feel about it.
I understand. Well, until then, let's try like we have some good times.
Sounds good.
Okay, that's about the end of the video. They just gonna sit here and eat some hors d'oeuvre, whatever that is. They eating some kind of oh, this clown's gonna have oysters on the half shell. All right, cool. That's about the end of it.
Certainly will.
But she's with it. I already know she gonna be down with it. You can tell how she's still sitting there smiling. Like I say, she didn't get crazy with him. She didn't get all extra ghetto and loud and belligerent and obnoxious. She actually sat down and listened to the man speak to her, because he was speaking to her like a man. Like I say, he wasn't looking all over the place. You know, he wasn't, looking all in the left side of his eye and all this other crap dudes do, and they lie to women. You know, he just kept her eyes on her the whole time and told her exactly what he expected from her. Okay? That's it. That's it, homie. Anyway, this is my first reaction video. Hope it came out cool. Now we're gonna keep working on it, try to get better. You know, the more you do something, the better you get at it, right? Anyway, guys, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your boy. It's the gun show. It's the gun show. It's the gun show. Anyway, man, till next time, MrMelvinnTV, I'm out of here. Deuces. Thanks for watching, man. And drop your boy a cash app if you like. $, capital M R, capital M E L V is in Victor, I N N. MrMelvinn. All right, all about it.